na manope nyema ko se
so I want to come the bed to me ya a first trophy
majide
first trophy first major trophy and I say
major dey ya je le nye trophy
what's that your trophy nti dey na ekuto na na
me person me use west but say the trophy
acha your radio su uti di pam pim esikafo adefo so ho mpanimfo atitire na ehwe me so esa tie yen
but enye trophy enye major trophy
e na o church trophies
Mickey Mouse trophy enye trophy nya dia abe ahawani me started the boy chi me who Preseason Man United mo board nti nyamo ye enya de hu ya enu akra wan hye obodro na transitions na team veget 12 munye bibi hu ya si anya to wase board na mo board no yes the fa bi na ye anything you be analysis the fa bi one my shame crime but it doesn't mean we any trophy cup we last season Enzo Maresca free championship by oje odunumu so wan fa nya bibia
I know they heading.
I know the Koji conference, they club World Cup. But what the trophy, they fairly say down was watching first major trophy, Manchester United. A trophy,
and the trophy near the
Mickey Mouse trophy.
Sunny actual trophy no.
Summer series say Mickey Mouse. Obi and Fankasa.
You see.
Any Arsenal so called J Emirates Cup ni Barcelona J one cup.
I know you Arsenal some me some na make.
Also guys watch major trophy.
I know there me problem.
We any trophies.
There me person me chere say ya je a major trophy di regular season ni mu.
Is there a major trophy? In fact major trophy be in regular season. No only major trophy regular season mu Super Cup ni ade. We any major trophy me so. E dey na major trophy. Major trophy ni dey match na o create the cup no ma class mo je ase mo nyina mo de man kura.
And I was trophy near there Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse trophy. Mickey Mouse.
When communion.
Eh.
I uka sorry. And there's a communion yeah the two on na nkasa no. Yeah ta kan bread. On trophy na mkoje na mu dwa nipa so mu no.
Mu ne
say ewiase na mo na mo the best club no. Trophy na mo je na communion trophy.
We audio
Ketewese.
Audio na we go.
Ya ji trophy o abedina say a Mickey Mouse.
Summer series club stripper boy.
Bobo class na boy. Obetimi abobo. Boy.
Bournemouth movie.
Bournemouth so meba obo anu anya botere. So Bournemouth.
We say three.
Bournemouth result last season.
Three clubs the boy. Bournemouth Ebobi. West Ham Ebobi. Everton Ebobi. We nyina say mo say 16 for 15 for.
Nti enko check table no.
Don't go check table who dey say.
Oh na 16 for na say. Yenko check table na.
Na West Ham would say. And away from the West Ham D, check who West Ham D. Na check baby a AED your friend say Everton D. Na check baby a Bournemouth D. Omo me young big boy. Big boys no be in an Andy gacho, be more rest, be more holidays. And then a big boys na returning to Preseason. Ya na say na to was omo me big boys kakra no so no. Be more Asia. And pay be match. It won't come. Don't rush it. Why?
Ya tro why na wan kasa wo de ban ya tro den na ho.
Summer series, and that's a summer cup. Summer series.
And ase ne den.
Champions. Na nipa 3 come
board. Yenko enim.
Na say they are champion dey be o baby a. KG2 omo choice am school be the first one. I don't choice na wa ben. E wo school mo.
Ase me na ho kan.
Me say so ko KG2. Na so omo choice am so ha. Obi the first. I don't just say KG2 ni no defense on one.
Enti anopen wo gya tum say trophies ni or trophy.
Na me tell the hand to Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so what you say say ada mini problem.
Ani.
Enti sa na tie dia emigina na nka nche say sa communion trophy bi na mkwaje no.
Trophy ni dia mo bi badge on bo so 4 years no. We obi a come asem. Who players want to be a position badge trophy. Obi no, Man United player ben mo position badge trophy. Then we say United player ben want to position badge trophy.
And unko media no so. Unko.
Yeah, unko ferry. We a trophy.
Ko X here. Trending number 1. Oh, you have a trend.
And then trending number 1.
So obviously akon sa, you need to be akon. Trending number 1 is Manchester United. And the reason here say, ya a major trophy And your more teams to say West Ham.
Now the West Ham your team.
Now Premier League now we have
senior West Ham and Corey, Graham Potter team West Ham and West Ham
here then and Gary.
Corey.
West Ham here then and Gary.
Check baby West Ham D. Check baby Bournemouth D.
They name say ya G major trophy nti yem kwa
any major trophy massa. Any major trophy massa. No credit. Oko XCR trending number 1. Akwatia by election any university.
Any Ghana.
Who trying to
oh.
Not a Ghana.
And I want what?
What you trade?
Hold on.
That's a Ghana as a word.
No.
David you missing Ghana.
Missing training number 1. Oh, go out Ghana.
No, but Ghana's yes a word. It's you trade no word. Yes, Ghana. Bem.
That's why now the Indian Common.
It's what you have to say.
Oh no. Me too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, family.
Oh wow.
Me Enra, I love what I watch.
First half, yes.
Both halves in now.
Yes, super. Any super. So you have to watch it. Any super. Rich. And now, boy, no two boys.
If you mention it, Mbuemo no, or a hybrid of Ronaldinho and Lionel Messi combined. Hybrid. As a waka Ronaldinho, any Messi, omu prime, big time.
See, and now, Mbuemo last game of the summer series, and you won. Congratulations to Manchester United. No problem. A very, very good feat, and now Mutimi winning summer series. I think that in possession, maybe one ma Ruben Amorim here for me. I felt that okay. Now it looks as if say in possession, Ruben Amorim has almost everything that he needs to play this kind of football, but for one thing, and Makani several times, just a midfielder comfortable enough to sustain pressure and sustain the possession. Now, Uche mu game na mo call na Rich. Mu two wing backs no in opposite direction. It is all share. It's Diogo Dalot and Koyuza Lobo on the right hand side no, played from the left. Then Amad Diallo rather played from the right. Now, Adinti and Ruben Amorim yes sir. In fact, when I saw that, I was excited. We are United here. Come and see something. The fact that he played opposite wing backs in their opposite positions, no, for me excited me and I felt okay. Ruben Amorim person maybe. Who said they be see any Ruben Amorim in common? Yes, about in a 3-5-2 or a different variation of the 3-4-3 with inside things. Now, what that an advantage that gives Manchester United is a lot of central overloads. Near kind of central overloads, no. Unya players be park in Fiifi. It is Sadia. Senka Ubo left-footed player on the left winger. Enka normally on the back of byline. It's your friend say in this situation. Enka on the back of branch friend Amad Diallo on the left hand side. He would have taken it to the byline. Enka a cross. He will stay on the byline. But because you are playing Amad Diallo in an opposite position, ball on the left to Swar, he is forced to go inside into Shaya. It brought Manchester United players in close proximity to each other for quick one-touch passes. And that's what I'm saying, that in possession, United were brilliant. But that also has a downside. It also United team now. Boni become Diola. Quick, no be a 1, 2, 3, no more. And then now kind of transitions. No, the transitions were good. They were very, very good in between the lines. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised. But the problem is
when you say about season, so far, team amounts and the transition is smooth. Manchester United.
The problem was that in such a situation, watch.
And yeah, Jimmy Tim on rough.
Here it is.
More Penny, Bruno, Amadino, Mbuemo Cunha, Radiame. Mbuemo Ndie. I say a pet 20 cocaine.
As I'm not very for.
When you bought Papa.
Rich, the in possession was good, honestly speaking. But only say so obey very objective and way aside. You realize now want me keep it born and chessa. I thought it'd be an
especially defense. Too porous.
That is why Rich, I was telling the last time that you need a controller.
Yeah. And now I'm a grandma.
Yeah, you need a controller. Yes. But I think that if you need you get a central midfielder to control the game, know when to play for it sometimes, when to hold on to the ball, and then control the transition. It was good. Rich, to be very honest, I love in possession Manchester United. The only thing was that after someone losing possession, I became a 4-4-2 without the ball. That is where I wasn't too excited, Rich. The connection of Brian Mbuemo, Bruno, and Fiifi Cunha centrally was one of the best things that I saw with Manchester United. And the central overloads was brilliant. And like I was telling you, the closeness and as a proximity of everybody in between the lines was also a very, very good one for Manchester United. How you control the ball.
On the ball,
so because you say naturally on ball Rich, you see, and then you see, oh yeah, coach, and that's who developing number 6. Fashion trim say and then number 6 no. And so no so who ball ni be ball.
Ball no ni crowd.
Yeah, number 6 top teams will not use you like that. And I think that's why Manchester United maybe have to go down and then find where to get in number 6. And now first trophy.
Pacho be a trophy me no
Pacho me be
Mickey Mouse trophy now can.
Na so we na trophy we hear you so.
Wa trophy gina o kakaka giant trophy. We say Mickey Mouse.
And then giant trophy we a giant.
Bakofi and pan me so analyst.
Are.
We are very, very good.
You come more than analyst.
Say who observe what they are. We are very, very good.
You come more than analyst.
At the end of who Bruno Mbuemo oh na na say.
But we can't get out there.
No, and you'll be and who's out there. And you'll be and on a watch says oh top notch. Why are there?
No, see how we are.
I am Mbuemo.
We are not the phone and a picture we are
that's a way fake.
We fake.
Now we're not when saying not
because the phone there.
Fine man. Fine man.
The phone there.
Oh, there. Now if you were now boys in Nefuti.
Who is the boys in Russia?
No, I'm out for who born now, Bono. And on my start to show me and Craby being in true.
But the food there no close up.
I want the game 90 minutes.
Maybe I said something to you.
Me say circulate X and you crack.
If you don't go di.
Where?
You call Cameroon.
Oh, yeah.
Cameroon the Gary.
No, one come baby or England.
No.
So no chance say you be really do know what joining US. To be on the first game ni and say Kofi, what they play how won the first game at the Manchester United. Look at the combination.
Oh yeah,
with Amadino,
Cunha,
oh my goodness. This is a proper player.
But I can't defense the midfield. But this summer I'm over to
come.
That's it. Yeah, change some over to season. Rich transfer stories no be better to form updates any other day. Yesterday, Chelsea officially unveiled our brand here friend Hato. But before we go that, Rich Barca for say the registration of our brand here friend Juan Garcia is imminent. Tuesday, and our brand here friend Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Ekoye Sani said, with Sergio Emilio Leglis El Bordeaux. Now he is back. Barca will have a crunch meeting with him. When you say they are supposed to send the documents of the medical data of a branch of friend ter Stegen to the Spanish Football Federation board, La Liga board. Said Omatia says okay because of this injury and recovery, he'll be out for 5 months. And they say even before that, Barca will be able to register Brantia Juan Garcia to be on next goalkeeper. The good news is that Barca are closing in on going back to the Spotify Camp Nou around the 12th and 13th of September in that game against Valencia and El Honom. The contract extension for our Brantia friend Eric Garcia is very, very close. Very, very, very close. Which is a Barca a lot of midfielders. Casado, Banal, Pedri, Gavi, Nhyira midfielders. Even Daniel Olmo to an extent as an extended midfielder of Barca team in him. And today, Barca for say, you obi to say Eric Garcia. They don't see Eric Garcia as a midfielder, but more of a backup to Abrante friend Jules Koundé, because Abrante friend Hector Fort most likely is going to lead the club, and they have to make sure say no a backup in the defense area. Which yesterday officially, Chelsea announced Abrante friend Hato. I want to indulge you in terms of fullback depth. Is there any club that has the quality that Chelsea has, Anna?
Is there? I doubt.
Especially just for fullbacks. because right back Chelsea Rhys James and Malo Gusto. Say
from position to be all 3.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Because even at right back, Joshua Champion betimi ababeka. Say over Rhys James obetimi abo as part of a 3 back. And you see, any Chelsea full back on they have somebody that can play as part of a back 3. Rhys James corner betimabo as an inverted midfielder, like he played in the Club World Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain. Then there is Malo Gusto. So both of them can play as the conventional fullback, and they be kind of say or go up and down the touchline, as doing overlaps and underlaps and the likes. They can do that for you. Rich, Yasanso Malo Gusto, most times last season he inverts into the half space. More like on top of the diamond as a number 80B, sir. It is same for the left back. Last season, Marco Correa could play as an attacking midfielder against Bournemouth for 1 into the half space. Open as an inverted fullback or Obama. Open as a normal fullback to keep the waiter. Again, Marco Correa does that for you. Then they've added another 19-year-old Jaro Hato, who is athletic enough to keep the width, athletic enough to play inverted, athletic enough to play as part of a back 3. Chelsea just needs either of these two to always be constant for them. They can always variate. Now, and now when you listen to the guys, I was saying they're returning for preseason and Madrid are returning and all of the players are in. You see, Chelsea for only some plan, they say they want it to be difficult for clubs to predict how they are going to play. Any of the players can be starting. Exactly. But sometimes a fair idea, you're able to prepare. So, team where but if only fair idea, it leaves you in a little bit of a dilemma in terms of finding who is going to play where. Rich and now, João had to buy 7 years contracts. And on the Baby Realm or Utie Ayas Amsterdam for now. Almost say Chelsea for now should take care of our branch friend João Hato. And now making a debut for the Dutch national team in November 2023. 6 times Wabo games Rotterdam. Obama Ajax in the 23-25 season, and in 2025 to 2032, and they are all contracts with Chelsea Football Club. Now, Rich, Abra Chelsea for one unveiling a bench friend João Hato pet and a Xavi Simons. Echo ne post nasi. And echo commenting was yes, me boy. Rich, at this point in time, I think Xavi Simons a pushy for the deal for Chelsea Football Club because Wako he lives you can finish by you. Boy, and now Santa could comment was here. It is clear that Xavi Simons is preparing to join Chelsea Football Club. What we are hearing, and they said, like I've said several times, Chelsea has to sell. Even after Armando Broja, I think that still let's say Chelsea yes sales and sign Xavi Simons baba. Still let's say sales ever. Ideally it is Christopher Nkuku. But Rich, in the negotiation for Medunanajo for a bench friend Xavi Simons, Leipzig Forum have asked for a possible swap, not a direct swap, but a possible swap to an extent between Xavi Simons and a bench friend Tyree George. Makani several times said for me, Tyree George instead of a player, me 2 and 2 is about as a young player. And on a lot of game time with Chelsea. Although Tyree George Nangasa Suji said the competition is a little bit too much for him and he probably has to go elsewhere. Leipzig Forum have asked questions about him. Chelsea Forum will be willing to let Tyree George go permanently, either to Leipzig or any other club, but most likely to Leipzig. Senebeye facilitate the deal for Abrantia, your friend Xavi Simons. It will happen. It's only a matter of time, and it's because Chelsea Forum have to make sales. Christopher Nkuku and Chelsea Forum returning, he won't be part of the pack because on also air chain the move will debate me a free Chelsea Football Club. No be Bibia aye kama. The head say Esteban Willian, star boy, no, he's in London. Okay. It's and boys thing now, but no more training near there. He's going to be part of the pack. Yomu training, planning, Bibia I come up for and preseason almost starts. Esteban Willian Beba, Kupama Beba, Dario Sugu Beba, Rhys James Muna, part of the team that Chelsea are going to have. The plan is to make sure that next season they will play and play. Me who are the Malo Gusto Instagram, and I was excited. Rich Malo Gusto said, although Omaji Club World Cup, no, Omunim say trophies be on ma. Asumbu we are searching Club World Cup. And as the season starts, that is where the focus is on. We will see how Chelsea will go on in terms of the rest of the season. Club World Cup, that's so much Club World Cup, no, all the other games. Which when I heard this over the weekend, I was excited. A good move
to Villarreal.
For you near Thomas Day party is when you a move to Villarreal. And it's a place where he can.
But I shock him a class on Saudi Arabia.
I
don't know, say, be our new suitors or there.
Now, who to me have Villarreal suitors? I bet many Saudi Arabia suitors. Maybe he still wants to play you. Who's the DBI? This can come on. Make I just say, Pakemo, come on there and say, meal. Oh no, rich. £250 a week there. Watching the bear for 5 years. And yet, party did. I mean, he is.
Uncle Pepinkan.
Uncle Pepinkan Saudi. I think that definitely he is going to go to Saudi Arabia when the time is due. Maybe it's a time no so. Or Saudi Arabia. Ademola Lookman is saying, I'm not excited, Rich. Atalanta has to find a way.
If each channel can say Pepe na
Ademola Lookman.
You did come on. You need time.
Yeah, Madrid boys and Swaba.
Come me my video be.
Video where?
Me Simon go now, say no I can't new.
I am one shopuni.
I'm telling you.
I am one shopuni.
I was shocked.
Now say me Simon Makacho say a top player. I wanna know.
What do you pass in the band? I can't tell you.
Yeah, send what you can pun.
I know Bob when he say.
Me Simon's here or a top player. No there. I know there are no two ways about this guy. Makacho say.
The new Messi Mount.
Or you new one.
The new Messi Mount.
And they say this year no better scanner motor no.
I know I go now Branton and say dear Mamma Mia.
Mati Rich.
No, I know who should give me. When to my baby on. Me have me video na.
Na say dog on Man United new.
Oh, me force I'm an baby.
Oh no, Barca.
Go near serious.
It's serious.
It's serious. Papa. Say play a katan any bastel. Abobo enya angle no. Ana open a.
So and me coach kakra bia de ma wetie for. Nti ma menye fast na me fa mom se na bia dog e bitima to so. Na we di apomuden komo no. E di am Rich. Me first code no eh BW8E982E3 NAFS code no. I was screens no eso. Second one no BW8E96FEO. Third one BW8E969B7. And the last one BW8E9567F. Richard.
Okay, because I'm going to say